All right. I'd like to welcome the Olam back. Baruch Hashem. Back home. The Olam are back home. Baruch Hashem. It's great to see everybody's faces. It's great to see the Olam. And it's great to hear also from the Olam as well how much excited they were to come back to Yeshiva after about a week of being in America. It was like, Rebbe, I'm ready to come back to Eretz Yisrael, ready to come back to Yeshiva. Gavaldik. Baruch Hashem. So I want to start like this, everybody. It's a little bit of an introduction. There he was, this elderly man. He lived a nice life. Everything was great. And after 120 years, he leaves the world. And he goes up to the Beis Din Shel Ma'ala. He goes up to that court up in Shamayim where they're going to judge him for his lifetime. And there's a line. That's how it works. There's like a line, and you have to wait your place in the line. And there's this huge line of people waiting to be judged after leaving this little world over here. They're waiting in line to be judged. And he's waiting in line like everybody else. He's an elderly man. Nobody offers him a seat, but all right, he's waiting. And all of a sudden, he sees this younger guy straight in the front. Chutzpah! He says, Derech Eretz Kodma La Torah. What is this? I'm an old man. I should go first. You're letting in this little man, this younger guy. What's pshat? So they say, no. Here in Shamayim, it doesn't work by the years. It works by what you produced. It works by what you did and what you accomplished in this world. And therefore, up there, you're judged according to what you accomplished, not the years that you lived. This guy accomplished more. He gets to go in first. There's a Gavaldiga mitzvah that most of us we all started. Not so long ago, just over 2 weeks ago, Gavaldiga mitzvah called Sfiras Omer. What is the mitzvah of Sfiras Omer? Let's understand it for a moment. Let's try to understand what exactly is going on with Sfiras Omer. So first of all, where is it placed in the mitzvahs? Right, we know there's a list of mitzvahs. Where is Sfiras Omer placed? So there's different ways that many Rishonim count how the mitzvahs are counted, the list of mitzvahs. There's a machlokes Rambam and Ramban, how you understand different mitzvahs. Is it one mitzvah? Is it two mitzvahs? For example, tefillin. When you put on tefillin every day, is that one mitzvah of putting on tefillin? Or is it two mitzvahs, shel rosh and shel yad? Daled minim. Is it one mitzvah of shaking daled minim, or you get a mitzvah for the esuk, the lulav, the hadassiv, the aravas? This is the shaila. So where do you place Sfiras Omer in the count? So there are many Rishonim that learn that Sfiras Omer is mitzvah shin zayin. That's where it is. That's where it's placed. It's mitzvah shin zayin, which would mean, according to that cheshbon, Tariag mitzvahs, 613 mitzvahs, it means if you hold that Sfiras Omer is Shin Zayin, I've got 306 on one side, 306 on the other side, Gavaldik! Now I've got Sfiras Omer bang smack in the middle of all of the mitzvahs. Now we know that when you build a building or anything, what that's in the middle is very, very important. It holds everything else up. What is it about the mitzvah of Sfiras Omer that's bang smack in the middle of all of the mitzvahs, seemingly holding up the rest of the mitzvahs, 306 on one side, 306 on the other side? What is the mitzvah? Additionally, something that we spoke about in the daily Shurim Ben Azmanim, there's a famous machlokes, and this of course has ramifications and nafkaminas halacha l'maisa. What is the din of Sfiras Omer? Is it every single day is its own mitzvah, and every day that you count, you get a brand new mitzvah? Or no? You get in the mitzvah of counting Sfiras Omer right at the end. Right at the end, Erev Shavuos Yaitza. It has 49 parts to that mitzvah that you have to count every single day. But it's one mitzvah, and you get that at the end. Machlokes Rishonim, nafkamina legabi sveikas, forgetting, all sorts of shaylas that we're not going into at this moment of time. We spoke a little about it in the Ben Azmanim Shurim. But Akaponim, what's pshat? There's no real psak in this machlokes, as we mentioned. Perhaps the idea, as we said, was that of course there are two mahalchim that a person has to have, and it's important to have both of them. Mahalach number one is it's one mitzvah. One mitzvah means at the end of Sfiras Omer by Shavuos or counting, you're going to get that mitzvah. 49 little parts to get there, but the mitzvah holds at the end. Then that means that every single one of us have to have a goal. We need to have a goal. Where are we trying to get to? What's our she'ifa? Where are we trying to reach? What is our goal this month? What is our goal this year? What is our goal in this world? What is our goal in life? That's what we have to have. That's a big goal. That's an important thing. That's according to the man Omer that holds it's one big mitzvah. But according to the man Omer that holds that every day is its own mitzvah, maybe the message is that Einochanami, you've got to have your goals. And every single one of us, Be'ez Hashem, we've got our goals. We're trying to work towards our goals. But don't forget, every single day is a little piece to get to the main goal. But every day is chashuv on its own also. And each and every day has its chashivas of what you can accomplish on that very day. People are so busy sometimes with the goal. I'm not getting to my goal, this is my goal, I'm not getting there. Concentrate on today. Enjoy where you are now. Focus on the moment. Enjoy what you have right now. Yes, we need the goal. We need to have goals of where we're heading, where we're going. Avada. And we've got those goals. But don't forget, where every single day it's its own chashivas. Every single day is a day of opportunity. Every single day is a day that we can accomplish something great. It's an amazing thing, if you think about it, that Klal Yisrael were kamat on the lowest madrega possible spiritually in Mitzrayim. And we spoke about this, I'm sure the Olam heard, Seder night, Shvi Shel Pesach. We were mamash on one of the lowest levels possible for Klal Yisrael. 7 weeks later, what happened? We kamat Nevi'im. We can kamat see the Rabbeinu Shalom Kaviyachol's voice, whatever that means. How did it be? How is it possible for a nation to be on such a low level, and within a few weeks, boom, all of a sudden, they got it. They were Nevi'im. They were able to see so much more. The answer is that it was a matana. It was really a matana. They got a matana, and the biggest raya, which we're not going to go into at this moment of time, is how quickly they lost it afterwards. It didn't last for that long, because when you don't work on something for yourself, on your own, it doesn't have that much potency. It doesn't last that long. And the idea is that we have to be able to utilize every single day of Sfiras Omer to get to the final goal, which is of course Kabbalah Satorah. You ever noticed how we count? It's very interesting. We count Sfiras Omer very different to how we would count other things. Okay? Anyone that ever heard Nasa, for example, right? How do they count? 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! Right? That's how it goes. You go from the top, you go down. Or, I don't know if you ever saw this, right? But maybe the marrieds out there maybe know this, that when you get engaged and you have a wedding date, you could buy an amazing clock. Now this clock is a digital clock, sent in America, and you put in there, the date of your wedding, but not only the date of your wedding, you put the time of the chuppah, so that you press go, and it now tells you, okay, you've got 64 days, 4 hours, and 32 minutes, and 8 seconds until you are a married man. Right? That's great. I can count down the time. Or like many Bochrim do, how many days left of the Zman? Baruch Hashem, we had boys Bein HaZmanim counting how many days left of Bein HaZmanim till I can get to Yeshiva. But that's something else. Well, I haven't heard that one for a while. Al Capone, it's very interesting. You always go, from the top. 10, 9, 8. Why? Because that's the goal. Over here by Sfiras Omer, we don't do that. Over here by Sfiras Omer, we could have done, there are 49 days left, and talk about Asat Torah. 48, 47, 46, let's count. Anticipation, Geschmack, excitement. It's ready for Kabbalah Asat Torah for Shavuos. We don't do that. We count the other way round. We count up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. What's the pshat? Maybe the message is, when you're counting down to something, while you're counting, there's nothing. Doesn't mean anything, you can't accomplish anything, because everything's when you get to the end goal. That's what it is. 4, 3, 2, 1, there's nothing happening, 4, 3, 2, it's when you get to the 0, and then boom. When you get married. So again, you're counting down to the day of the marriage. When it comes to Sfiras Omer, that's not the message that the only thing that's choshev is Shavuos and Kabbalah Satorah. Of course that's what we're counting towards. But what the message over here that we're counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and every day and every week that we're counting up until Shavuos is because, why? Because every day has its own chashivas. Every single day has its own message. Every single day has its own opportunity for a person to grow. And that's why we have to realize we're counting in that way and not any other way. And that's what's going on by Sfiras Omer. The whole purpose of Sfiras Omer, the Chaim HaKodesh quotes the Zohar HaKodesh, that says that since Klal Yisrael were in Mitzrayim in a matzav of real tumah, the Zohar HaKodesh, the Rabbeinu Shalom wanted to join with Klal Yisrael like a marriage. As I state in the Zohar HaKodesh, we'll talk about it before Shavuos. Shavuos is the marriage. And therefore, we need Zayin Nikiyim. There needs to be a certain amount of purification process that has to be done before we get there. That's what we're doing. Every single day is that opportunity. Every single day has its own message, its own opportunities for us to be able to grow. And I just want to leave the Olam just with two Gavaldige Yisodos in this inyan of taking advantage of what's going on. It's a Mordechai Gemara. The Gemara tells us that Rebbe Eliezer, who, as we know, lived an amazing life. Rebbe Eliezer, incredible life, teaching Torah to the masses. Unbelievable Rebbe Eliezer. Towards the end of the life, he got sick. And 4 of his Talmidim came in to visit him to try and make him feel a bit still better. You know, the Rebbe's feeling down, he's not well, whatever. So, you know what? Let's go visit him. 4 of Rebbe Eliezer Talmidim come in to visit him. Rabbi Tarfon, Rabbi Yeshua, Rebbe Eliezer ben Azariah, and Rabbi Akiva. These are the 4 Talmidim that came to visit him. Each one had their turn to talk to the Rebbe, to try and give him chizuk, and to make him feel good, and whatever it may be. Came along Rabbi Tarfon, and Rabbi Tarfon said, Rebbe, you're so great, you're more beneficial to the world than rain. That's unbelievable, because rain only provides physical blessing. You provided even spiritual blessing. No response. Nothing. Rebbe Eliezer, no response, quiet, nothing. Okay. In walks in the next Talmud, comes along Rabbi Yeshua, and Rabbi Yeshua says, Rebbe, you're unbelievable, you are greater than the sun. And he explains how he's greater than the sun. We're not going to go into all the details. Nothing. Rabbi Eliezer is silent. No response. And now the third Talmud gets up and says, Rebbe, you're greater to us even than parents, because parents bring us into this world and you brought us into the next world. Nothing. No responses. Unbelievable. Rebbe Eliezer is sick in bed, no response. 3 of his Talmidim are saying some chizuk, nothing. Until Rabbi Akiva came up. Rabbi Akiva came up, and Rabbi Akiva said, Rebbe, 2 words. Chavivin Yesurim. That's what he said. Suffering can also have meaning. All of a sudden, Rebbe Eliezer gets up, he jumps up to hear what the Talmud has to say. He gets tremendous chizuk. Asked him first, I don't understand. The other one said, great chizuk. Rebbe, what an accomplished life that you had. Look what you produced, look what you did. Comes in Rabbi Akiva and says, Chavivin Yisurim. That Yisurim also have a purpose. Okay, nice. But how does that compare to the other 3? And why did all of a sudden Rebbe Eliezer get up and get excited about what Rabbi Akiva said? So the Mefarshim explained that the first 3 Talmidim basically told Rebbe Eliezer, Rebbe, you're at the end of your life now. You had a great life. You had a great life. You did so much. Look at the Torah that you taught. Look at the Talmidim that you had. Beautiful life. Look what you did. Look what you accomplished. Look where you got us to, which is wonderful. Very, very nice. But what Rabbi Akiva did was something completely different. Because Rebbe Eliezer ignored all of those chizuk and everything else. What Rabbi Akiva did is what he told him was that even right now, when you're not able to learn, and you're not able to teach, and you're not able to be in the yeshiva, and you're not able to do whatever you normally can do, but even what you're doing right now can accomplish. And on that, Rebbe Eliezer said, aha, you're telling me that even in the situation that I'm in, I can accomplish? That's amazing. That means, and the Mefarshim explain, that every single moment that we have in this world, in whatever situation we're in, whether we're in a good situation or in a situation that we don't want to be in, whatever it is, we can always accomplish. And every single moment makes a huge difference in the life that we live. And that's Sfiras Omer. And that's the message of Sfiras Omer. And that's the Zman that we're about to start. Every single one of us came back, and we came back for a reason. We came back for a purpose, Baruch Hashem. Everybody did Gavaldik last month, but we want to continue that. We want to up the level. We want to, go up the next rung, take it to the next madrega, the next level. That's what we want to do. In order to do that, you have to take advantage of every moment. You have to take advantage of the opportunities that you have, the time that you have, the rebbeim that you have, the shiurim that you have, whatever it is that you're offered, chap it, take it, because it doesn't come back that easily. Remember, we're here to produce, we're here to accomplish, and it doesn't happen automatically. It requires work. It requires us to be able to be focused on the main goal, but also on the individual goal every single day. I want to leave the olam with one last mashal that Rebbe Lopian Zatzal brings down. Gewaldiger mashal. He brings down a mashal like this. He says, imagine if you've got a huge business executive that was sent by his business to a huge resort, gorgeous, unbelievable, 6-star resort, and he's sent there on business, of course, and they hope that millions of dollars of work is going to, there are business meetings, there are big executives over there, but also there's a lot of fun to be had, tours, all sorts of amazing things. So this executive goes there, and he goes, of course, to the meetings that he has to have in order to make the money for the company that he works for, but he also has a great time. At nights, he dines at the most fancy restaurants, and he has times off during the day, gets a tour in different places. It's gorgeous. It's the most huge resort. It's wonderful. He meets along his travels a random guy who's also having a great time. He's also going to the fancy restaurants. He's also having all the nice tours. Everything's gewaldig. Now, okay, they all do their own thing. At the end of his stay, he goes to the checkout. He gives back his key. Thank you very much. Now, next to him is the guy that he befriended over his trip. And he sees that his friend is taking out, 4 or 5 credit cards to pay off the bill for everything. And that guy notices that his other friend is just taking his key out and saying, thank you very much. Do I owe you anything? No. Okay, great. He's like, I don't understand. What, this is free? I had to pay thousands of dollars for this incredible, amazing, beautiful trip. But you're doing it for free? He said, no, it's not free. The company sent me here because, that's why I work for them. They sent me over here. Okay, can I have your company card? Sure, no problem. He takes out a card, gives him the company card. I say goodbye. A couple of weeks later, the executive of the company gets a phone call from this guy, can I meet you? Yeah, sure, no problem. Goes in to meet him. Says, okay, I'd like reimbursement for my wonderful holiday in this resort. He said, I don't understand. Why? Well, you seem to be a nice guy, and you were paying for his holiday, and you paid for his vacation, and you paid for his restaurants, and you paid for everything. Me not. He said, no. Shaita, you're a fool. Why did I pay for him? I paid for him because he was going to bring into the company millions of dollars. So it was worth it for me to pay a few $1,000s that he should be able to have a good time at the same time. You're not doing anything for my company. What do I need to help you for? He said that we're in this world with so much pleasure, so much beauty. We just came back from South Africa. We saw the Rebbeinu Shalom's incredible, beautiful, wonderful world. It's not free. We're here to produce. We're here to accomplish. Take advantage of every minute that you have. Take advantage of this man. And the Rebbeinu Shalom Be'ez Hashem should give us all a gewaldiger, hatzlachiger, simchadiger Zman.